Hello and welcome to another Wraggy's video. So a beer with Wraggy, shall we say? I haven't done one of them for a while. So in this beer with Wraggy, got there in the end, I'm going to talk about beer festivals and glassware. Now, like when we go to a pub, I'm sure most people out there do not want to drink out a plastic glass. So, let's get this out in the open. Plastic or glass, what would you rather drink out of? Would you pay to go to a beer festival? A beer festival. I'm not talking about a music festival, which predominantly are plastic for obvious reasons, but a beer festival. I have never been to a beer festival that uses plastic glasses. I read a comment tonight about a beer festival near me in 2 weeks' time. Well, a week on Friday even. Yeah, a week on Friday and Saturday. They are using plastic glasses. And I've got to be honest. I read it and I'm like, are you joking? So I would rather take one of my glasses that, my own glasses. I've got spare glasses or glasses that I don't really care about from breweries, and I'd rather take them down and use them than use a blooming plastic glass. It just feels like you're drinking out of something, I mean, a plastic glass, flipping heck. Yeah, and that's for lager drinkers, not real ale drinkers at a beer festival, Now, obviously, I can understand that maybe the beer festival's trying to keep a lid on the price of the beer festival. Using plastic would obviously be cheaper than using glass. And I need to check the tickets, although I didn't get the tickets, so I need to check that out with Andy, because he bought the tickets and we gave him the money, about the glass situation. And see if it says anything. I mean, I'm a bit like, plastic, bloody plastic. I know the beer tastes the same regardless, but drinking out of plastic versus glass, it's the same as drinking a beer out of the wrong glass in some ways. I mean, you not that you get it anyway, but you imagine going to a beer festival and someone handing you a flipping pint glass and pouring you out an Imperial Stout into a pint glass. One, you're never going to do it anyway because it costs too much. But you can just imagine, in the right glass, an Emperor's Brewery glass, should we say, 15 quid for that glass. Well, it was anyway. It's probably more expensive now. I can't think of any time that I've actually had an Emperor's Brewery beer in there, to be honest. Maybe once or twice. But don't get many Imperial Stouts these days. Hence why I'm brewing my own. So I get some. I've got a few things in the pipeline for the channel that I'm going to unveil as I do it, and showcase what the homebrew world is interesting for all of us, but yeah, glass versus plastic, that's the question. For me, glass. I don't want to be drinking out of plastic. So I'll look at the beer wall, I'll look at some of the glasses we've got, and like these ones here, These are shit, cheap glasses. You've got your, I think that's a third. Yeah, third and a half a pint. I assume they're selling in thirds and halves. I mean, I've also technically got one that's got half, thirds and 2/3 there. So, you know, that's a good one to take. Although that's my only beer glass from Derby Beer Con. So I'd rather not take that glass. But certainly these glasses, third and halves, for me, yeah. That to me is where I want to go. And whether I chuck the glass at the end of the night or bring the glass home, you know, for use in the beer room, that's another thing. But yeah, I just don't want to be drinking beer out of a blooming plastic glass. You know, it just, for me, and I'm no beer snob. I am absolutely no beer snob. I hate the snobbery in the craft beer world. We have it locally. You know, there's an element, you know, certain establishments and certain individuals, you know, and it's like, but no, nonetheless, I still don't want to drink out of a plastic bloody glass. I mean, this, I've got this one, the old Castle Rock glass. I'm sure I've got another one of these, and it's got the half, third half and 2/3. So that's the one I'll probably take because it's got all three measurements. I mean, technically, all I'm interested in is a third of a beer. I don't want to be paying. I don't want any more than a third unless it's a fantastic beer. If it's a fantastic beer, yes. If it's not, I don't want any more than what I want. So yeah, I'm going to a beer festival. Yeah, a week on Friday, local beer festival. And this is the one that's got the plastic glasses, and it's like, oof. I ain't named the beer festival. You've noticed that. You'll have noticed that I've not even named the beer festival. One, I don't want to put the beer festival down because I kind of, although they've never acknowledged me at all, kind of shouted up for this. And I'm hoping it's a success. But obviously, for whatever reason, you know, no one's bothered about Wraggy's beer reviews. So, yeah, is what it is. I won't talk about the beer festival. But anyway, yeah. So, plastic or glass. It'd be interesting to hear what everybody else thinks. Me, glass. Wow, that's nice. My all grain, 6.5% Citra Pale Ale. Cheers.